Hello, everyone. This is Jazielle Noel. And I know when you look at me, you see all of the strength, all of the resilience, all of the triumph, and all of the hard edges that make me me. But before I had the confidence and the encouragement to keep going on, I was stuck. I was stuck in this hard place because before I was Jazielle, I was Joey. You know the phrase they say, behind every strong black woman, there's a strong black man. That was me. I was Joey. Then I was struggling in that body. I was always Jazielle, but being that I come from a strong Christian background with both of my parents in the home and very political, and they had an image to uphold. I couldn't live myself. I couldn't be myself. And I struggled for years, always learning how to fake it till I make it, to fit the profile and to fit the fit to say that you were it. And it was driving me crazy. I lived a reckless life. I had to do anything it took to get money. And the reason being is because when my mama found out I was HIV positive, she put me out of the house. And when she put me out of the house, I had to do anything it took to survive. And I got caught in a box. I was in a relationship for 10 years and I wasn't able to be free and be me. I was still Joey, but yet I was Jazielle on the inside. And I was hurting. And I was crying. And I was dying. Because I wasn't able to be who I knew I was on the inside. And once I went to prison, after all of the crafty crimes that I had committed in my past, that was the best thing that happened to me because I learned how to be me. I learned how to be vulnerable. I learned how that I'm laying on this steel. In all of the crimes that I have committed, I wasn't even doing that for myself. The houses, the cars, the clothes, the waves, the body, all of those things that are superficial. That was for the likeness of the popularity of the lifestyle that I was caught up in. And most of the time, these are made glamorous and fabulous within the LGBT community, and you get stuck trying to display those things for image. But once I made it to prison, that last time, I knew the image wasn't what I was on. I noticed that I did everything that I did for everybody else, but when was I going to start living my life for me? When was I going to start being me? And that's what Jazielle came. I didn't care how poor I was. I didn't care what I drove. I didn't care where I lived. Just as long as I was Jazielle. And I became happy. And I realized that I've had all of the houses and all of the cars, Benz, Beamer, you name it, I've had it. But until I was able to love what I see in the mirror, until I was able to love who I see on the inside, until I was able to love myself whole, I was nobody. And today I tell you something. I'm somebody. I'm somebody that's living in my truth. And that is priceless.